Hello les amis, hello YouTube, j'espère que vous allez bien. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve sur Dune et on va se faire une petite ah, faire. Donc cette mission ça va être où les sacs j'étais là enfin arrière. Une qui était ici que je voulais faire. Ah elle est là. C'est ça on va faire. Localiser le butin de Tuco dans les frites de Jabal. Bon, allez on y va de suite. Allez. Ma base elle est là. Pas très grande encore. Mais on me pète un peu à chaque fois de revenir par ça. On n'a pas de tête, on a déjà un peu dit. Toute cette merde au-dessous là. Pourriture de câble mouvant. Donc on va prendre le premier. Plus de contrôle. Explorer l'usine d'extraction minière. Ah putain, il faut aller dans la faille de Haga. Ah putain, j'ai pas posé les corps. Qui va être blindé. Je reviens pas, hein. Les fesses. Hein. Alors. Elle est où cette usine? Ouais, dans la faille, bien sûr. Allez, let's go alors. Je vais passer, super. Ah, il veut pas me le faire passer ces zones. Les PD. Il veut pas me le faire passer. Les chiens. Je récolte plus de trucs parce que sinon. Ah, c'est des chiens. Bon, il sera moins loin quand même. Alors, on va dire 110 mètres. Radiation de temps. Réfléchis. Là, c'est en dessous ça. Là, il y a un coffre, je vois. 4 mètres, non. Peut-être pas là. Accompli, explorer les informations. Et non, il faut faire quoi? Allez, putain, dégage. Allez. Putain. Je vais crever là. Allez, dégage. Allez, bon, tu montes toi? Putain, mais qu'est-ce que ça peut être con des fois? C'est le corps de Tuco. Il est où ce corps? Et dedans en plus, oui. De moi. Putain. J'ai récupéré dans ici. Dedans. Complètement con. Et pas de protection. Faites gaffe. On a dit. Ça y est, putain. Retournez faire votre part à Kara. Oh là là. Kara. C'est ma Kara, c'est le village d'Harko. Ils vont caguer. Pas trop loin de la sortie. Il me faut le gros là. Ah, donc allez en haut, c'est bien ça, c'est bien Harrakeen. Pas trompé. Pas de mission? Ben non. On devrait pas mettre des missions un peu pour les trucs là. Il y a eu 4 ou 5 ici. Ok, hop. Voyez la Kara.
You're back.
Oui.
Did you find Tuco? Oh, damn it, Tuco. I loved you like the degenerate shitbag uncle you thought you were. It's true. You never missed an opportunity to rip me off. When your hands weren't in my pocket, they were on my ass. But you always had my back. Rest in peace, Uncle Tuco. I guess I owe you some training, Boot. You're back. I feel like a clutch of Centrixian flatworms are having an orgy in my skull. I need you to shoot me, Boot. Put me down like a syphilitic Kulon. It's the withdrawal, Boot. The stimulation from the implant. It's like nothing you've ever experienced before. Think of the greatest spice high, mixed with the most powerful orgasm you've ever had. Except it goes on and on, as long as the button is pushed. Before long, you find yourself doing anything. As long as they hit that button one more time. It was the only thing that kept me in line. They had me. And there was nothing I could do about it. I only escaped because we came here. The static interference disrupted the control deck. But even though I got away, I never really got away. In my wildest dreams, I never imagined how dependent I'd grown on that stimulation. Its absence is excruciating. If you don't shoot me in the face, you're going to have to find me some stims. They're the only thing keeping me right side up. And I'm fresh out. There's a back alley surgeon in Harko, Docteur Kumari. She doesn't like me very much, but she won't turn you away. Find her. Show her this list of symptoms. She'll know what to do.
Un contrat de merde. J'ai pas le temps. Pas le choix.
As always, Boot. The details are in the contract.
Allez, super. Un remède adapté. Village d'Harko. Je crois que j'aille voir Elara. Allez, let's go alors. Alors, village d'Harko. On va aller voir cette gonzesse et l'autre aussi. Elara. Trouver la doctoresse Suck, village d'Harko. Elle est là et l'autre elle est là-bas comme d'hab. Ça. On va remonter. Ah mais c'est le vieux enfant.
Welcome, stranger. If you come seeking treatment, I have all manner of locally sourced natural remedies for whatever ails you. Kara sent you. Well then, you can turn around and piss right off to whatever hole she found you in. Her name is shit around here. None of your bloody business. What's the matter with her now? She must be suffering terribly. If I were you, I would go quickly and find someone who gives a shit. Look, even if I wanted to help her, which I don't, I haven't been able to get medical supplies in weeks. Tell you what, if you can fix my medical supply issue, I'll help Sergeant Valk, as much as it pisses me off to do so. Talk to Anouhka Hannivar. She'll point you in the right direction.
Yeah. Je descends. Alors elle est où elle? Anouhka c'est la serveuse.
Welcome back.
Because you've never been to my home world. Every millimeter and every in truth we are shamelessly borrowing from the renowned design mentor at Hansia Einwald. But I like to think, what can I do for you?
Oh. C'est la question de la pause. Belle ou quoi? Allez.
Welcome back.
Hello.
At its heart, a village like any other. At least it was before they came. Grigori Harrakeen was an unusually agreeable, but then Carthage was destroyed. And all those great Glossu, the beast, Raban, and his snake have to hand it to Grigory, though. He played it exactly right. I speak the truth, that is all. The beast the Count used to sail with Father on way. It was Abelard who presented us with, but I think Father looks at the boon as more of a It said Glossu strangled his father. Wise? No. I say what I think, and there's nothing they can do about it. A hidden truth about this town, and they know I have contingencies in place. It's a stalemate. But they know I'm stuck, so they've got me where they want me. Until he's gone. The same thing that happens to any person. My world had its own primitives that suffered. That's a special drink. Fresh cigarette juice is hard to come by on Arrakis. Was there anything else with that? It's not my fault. Harko wasn't built to support this many people and doesn't have a starport that will accommodate most transport freighters. The only way to get supplies here is in small loads by ornithopter or overland. And that's proving to be a big problem.
Pourquoi?
Medical supplies used to come by ground courier through the Udam, but that route is too dangerous these days. And while the Moscarat are getting aggressive across the sector, one nest stands out as particularly troublesome. So if someone were to pacify that nest, I might be able to convince my contacts that it's worth the risk to start shipments again.
Bien, faut que je tourne un truc. Content. Ok.
Oh, look, the kitten is back. Do we have business? Why do you think I'd be interested? I do. All I need is what the contract requires. Zentara's head.
Oh, j'ai pas sa tête.
I didn't think so. Maybe you should leave that contract with me. I don't think it's worth as much as you think it is.
Eh?
Oh, look, the kitten is back. Do we have business? Dangerous to speak that name aloud. Even here, beneath the cone of silence. You understand that we are not official. We are the hidden hand. Our connection offers no protection, only the danger of discovery and a slow death at the hands of those who would thwart the Imperium's interests. Someone is killing his agents, picking us off one by one. So when I tell you to be careful, I mean it. You're my favorite kitten, after all. Well, I didn't ask. I'll have my men take you to him. His instructions are clear. We need to blindfold you first. See? I told you I had a ribbon for you, didn't I, kitten? Such trust. I promise not to take advantage of it.
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il me veut
My
encore?
favorite assassin. I must confess that reading Elara's reports is a rare pleasure. Except this last report. You entered the ruins of old Carthage, accompanied by the outlaw Zantara, and you returned alone. Tell me, what happened down there?
Alors,
Fascinating. Zantara gave you life from the flames, and now you've handed him back to the fire. Fate has a cruel sense of symmetry. Tell me what transpired, and omit no detail. The Beni Tlilax, a nest of spiders that burned with old Carthage, or so I thought. And you a Gola, the flesh of the fallen, reborn. Fascinating. Your service has earned you answers. Ask. Years ago, my informants traced some unusual activity in Carthage to a Bene Tlilaxu lab. Before we could investigate further, the city was destroyed. The destruction of old Carthage is considered a terrible accident. But was it? I believe it was the Tlilaxu who destroyed the city. A monstrous choice. Destroying innocent lives to cover their profane works. Unlike clones, who are grown from living cells, Gola are grown from the flesh of one who has died. The process of doing so is knowledge known only to the Bene Tlilax. They make a fortune dealing their blasphemous wares across the Imperium. Spoiled Na familia will pay extraordinary sums to have their favorite pet or retainer resurrected. But they are never quite the same. No Gola has the memories of its original host. No Gola remembers who they are. If you value the past, or the mind, then Gola are worthless. Indeed, you are a refinement. Your compulsion doesn't drive you to madness as it did the ones who came before you. You have a great deal of imprinting. You can learn skills that take decades to develop in a short amount of time. And, fascinatingly, you don't have the appearance of whoever you are originally grown from. Perhaps that is the clue. You must have been someone with a recognizable face. The Bene Tlilax are forced to hide you in plain sight. It's plausible. You seem designed to be anonymous. Perhaps we can discover the answer together. Recently, there has been a string of murders in Harrakeen. The victims have all been my agents at one time or another. A Tlilax retaliation for your efforts on my behalf. My chief inspector believes so. Travel to Harrakeen. Find my investigator in the Imperial Consulate. He'll be thrilled to have the help. I expect nothing but excellence from you. Report to Elara when you are done. I will continue research into your origins.
Alors, encore. Back to Arrakis, encore une fois. Alors, on a dit. Donc, on va retourner sur Harrakeen. Harrakeen, parfait. Là, ça sera sur le bassin de Harrakeen. C'est que ça en fait ici. On va à Harko, Harrakeen, Harko, Harrakeen. Harrakeen. Allez. On peut mettre plusieurs de ces petites quand même. Allez, let's go. On va voir Kara. Là, parle. Kara Valk. Allez, on y go. Celui-là même pas rien.
Well, if it isn't Fenring's pet puzzle box, Last we met, there was a Sadaka blade against your throat, and I was debating how best to make you scream. Careful, prisoner. I might start thinking you're trying to scare me. Truth is what I'm after as well, but words are easy. Actions will tell me if you mean it. We don't have time for guesswork, but rushing breeds mistakes, and mistakes mean more blood on the streets. This killer is methodical, precise, and they won't stop until the job's done. There's a pattern to the victims. Find it, and you might catch them in the act. If the killer's still here, and we believe they are, then this is our best and maybe only chance to stop them. And make no mistake, if the Bennett Tlilaxu are involved, this isn't just a string of murders. It's a purge, carefully planned and devastating. A threat not only to Harrakeen, but to the stability of the entire Imperium. There is no we. You go out and dig. I stay here and wait for the results. Don't come back empty-handed. They were competent, trained, and experienced. But skill only gets you so far when someone's watching your every move. They ran into something or someone they didn't expect. That's why they're dead now. No one's been able to stop whatever's behind this yet. You want suspects? Count Fenring has enemies stacked like sandbags. Some want him dead, some want him ruined, and the rest are just waiting to see which comes first. I am doing that very thing, am I not? The Sheriff of Harrakeen has many opinions. One of them is that I should stay out of his way. For now, it's sufficient that I remain in the shadows. You're not Fenring's only pet. He's got a whole shelf of broken things he likes to wind up and watch. Start with the engineer, Austin Lath, on the upper level of the Seleucid Bull. The last two victims were known associates. He must be mixed up in this somehow. He's not out on the floor with the common drinkers, if that's what you're thinking. Lath sticks to the back rooms, quiet, curated, and expensive enough to keep the rabble out. Of course not. They are restricted to patrons of higher standing than prisoner. You'll have to speak with the barman on the upper level of the Seleucid Bull, Alistair Chin. Either he or their security man, Ugo Forense, can provide access.
Donc prochaine mission pour elle, un remède adapté. Donc on va chercher son médicament là.
We have a prevailing theory, yes.
Village d'Harko.
You've just
Allez.
come from Carthage, have you not? Then you felt it. The way the air there hums. Like the place is still screaming. That wasn't war. Wasn't Harkonnen's spite. That was Tlilaxu work. Precise and measured erasure. And these killings bear the same signature. Makes a tidy cover story, wouldn't you say? The Tlilaxu had a secret foothold under Carthage. You saw it. Hidden labs. Vaults full of nightmares. Things that don't belong on any world. Then someone found it. And when it wasn't secret anymore, they burned the city to cover their tracks. It would seem that the Tlilaxu believe that, yes. I believe the exact who of it doesn't really matter anymore. For the Tlilaxu, a single breach warrants annihilation. They'll burn the whole house down just to kill the mouse. Then they're not done burning. They'll keep going house by house, room by room, name by name, until the scent's gone and the ash settles. Aged doesn't mean what you think here. Fenring's people aren't all cloak and dagger types. More like a specialized bunch of killers and survivors. You fit in better than you realize. Lath had an assistant, Hester Krimt. Talk to her. She's a smart girl. Does most of his work, then earns her hazard pay swatting hands from randy officers on the upper level of the ball. If only I had a dossier and a drink menu. Find the man. You'll learn more in 5 minutes than I could tell you in 10. Should you require further guidance, return to...
Alors. Entraîneur de la vie. Et de Taka.
Salutations. What business do you have with House Motelli? Whether one seeks to buy or sell knowledge, look for the oldest gathering place on the planet, and you will find House Motelli there. My name is Americo Motelli, second nephew to the Count himself, Flambert Motelli. I am here to represent the interests of my uncle and great house on Landsrat business. I'll vote on behalf of my house on the decrees that best serve House Motelli and our closest friends. I wonder, are you a friend of my house? House Motelli is known throughout the Imperium for collecting information and data, in much the same way other great houses collect spies. Of course, our most prized asset is the Motelli Archives Complex. The most comprehensive repository of knowledge in the known universe. Imagine a library, but on the scale of a city. Then, of course, we have the School of Diplomacy and Intergalactic Relations. More than a third of the current Landsrat body count themselves alumni of that august institution.
Yeah. Okay. Deux. Ah, on verra. Par là. Ouais, les mecs sont...
You're not from around here. But then again, who among us really is? We all come to Arrakis for the same reason, no? Spies. Have you come for the spies? No one knows everything about Melange. Well, except for the Equan Bedouin, maybe. But they're gone. After 30 plus years running ornithopter support for deep desert harvesters, I know a thing or two. B Squadron, 1st Fleet, 3rd Deep Desert Fleet. They called us the Habanaya Hotheads. Our job was to fly high, search for worm sign, and give the command deck heads up before the Old Man arrived. The Old Man of the Desert, aka the Maker, aka the Great Sandworm. You know, the 500-meter-long behemoths that haunt the sands of Arrakis and devour every danger. Don't cover it. If the worms don't get you, the sandstorms will. And if the sandstorms don't get you, the heat surely will. The deep desert is no place for amateurs. I'm retired now. Seemed like a good time to get out after Windsack. That's when everything got a little too political for my tastes. The Spice Miners Guild should be above politics. We serve the Imperium, Our only loyalty should be to the spice flow itself. But like everything else, this war has a way of dividing loyalties, making people take sides. I know someone's got to win in the end. I guess the guild is just a little divided over who that should be. The smugglers, easy. You know the old saying, the spice must flow. Anytime there's even a slight hiccup in the spice flow, the Spacing Guild melts down. They'll do anything to guarantee their supply of melange. Sometimes that means going around a chum and finding an off-book vendor. That's where the smugglers come in. They love this war. Chaos is their oxygen. What do you want to know? I like you, off-worlder. And I'll tell you anything and everything you want to know about spice hunting. On that subject, I've forgotten more than most will ever know. But indulge an old Dune man first, if you would. An air of mystery surrounds you, off-worlder. It clings to you like a shroud. And the old snoop in me can't help but wonder how it is that you came to Arrakeen. Your outlaw friend was right. Your continued survival does indeed herald interesting times. Now, do you wish to know about spice hunting? In the guild, we had mobile ground units dedicated to the job. They would range ahead of the factory harvester and extend probes to scrape deep sand samples. When they encountered a buried spice vein or pre-spice mass, they measured the find, mapped it, and called in the mothership. It's an organic mass that forms when small amounts of water mix with the excretions of baby sandworms. The combination is highly combustive and builds pressure until it reaches critical mass. And then, boom. The subterranean mass explodes with incredible force, sending geysers of spice hundreds of meters into the air.
Pédale, lui. Pédale avant, mon gars. Dégage. Ouais, on a dit. On a dit. On va se mettre en hauteur. Et par là, je sais pas sûr. Hein. Ouais, en fait, c'est le bar qui est en dessous. Par en dessous. Ah, c'est bon. Arrivé. Toujours ce même bar.
Welcome to the Matador Room. If you're here for shade, spirits, or secrets, you found the right bar. If you're here for honesty, I suggest dehydration. An engineer? Ah, my dear, we get all sorts. Tinkerers, thinkers, men with their heads in copper and sin. Austenleith. That's not a name one forgets, even in this fog of faces and ruin. What's it to you? Grave danger, is it? Tragic how engineers attract it like rust. Yes, we all know Master Lathe. He's a fixture both here at the bar and in the Espada Lounge, our members-only room in the back. Surprises for school children and clerks. I serve poison in crystal and betrayal in whispers. Trouble is my afternoon tea. Importance is relative, darling. To you, perhaps urgent. To me, just another evening with too many voices and too few tips. Talk to Ugo. He's the poor soul tasked with mopping up after people who think their urgency is persuasive.
Voilà. Hein. Voilà, c'est Hugo qui se la raconte.
Found what you were looking for? Or just a new regret to pair with your drink? An engineer? Ah, Austenleith. Grave danger, is it? Tragic how engineers attract it like rust. Yes, we all know Master Lathe. He's a fixture both here at the bar and in the Espada Lounge. Surprises for school children and clerks. Importance is relative. Talk to Ugo. He's the poor soul tasked with mopping up after people.
Mais ton dos il est pas là mon gars. Serpillière, il faut pas de serpillière ici.
Do I know you? I don't. What do you want? Don't answer. Just go.
What? I see no cup in your hand, so why are you in my presence? Are you dumb as well as deaf? Go find my tea before you taste the back of my hand. Don't my lady me, you ghastly pretender. Whatever low peerage you claim can hardly justify your appalling manners. I know the names and faces of 132 great houses that matter, and you are not among them. Perhaps you are a lord in whatever backwater you hail from, but here, you get my tea.
Yes.
Hello? Are you the server? I would like to change my order. Would you be a dear and see if you could change my beverage order from spiced coffee to tea?
Are you from the planetologist office? I'm getting rather annoyed. Wait, I can't hear you at all. Allow me to engage my enhanced hearing. Only think the bloody Tlilaxu are good for. There. Now, tell me again, are you from the planetologist office? My grandson Cyprian is the Imperial planetologist here. He is the Imperial planetologist here on Arrakis. Are you from his office? I must know if he has made time for his correspondence. His love letters, you fool. We've been over this before. How else is he supposed to woo the Atreides girl? The boy can barely write his name. As discussed previously, we three have authored the letters, and it is up to Cyprian to personalize and sign them. A small task, even for him. The Atreides girl will not be able to resist. Yes, yes. Has he signed them?
Alors, il est où ce près de... Non, pas en train de nettoyer. Il doit être en haut. C'est que cette ligne, s'il n'apparaît pas en haut. Bon, des fois leur truc, hein.
Very well, what do you want? Have you? And yet somehow you still possess your fingers and toes. Well, Grandmama must be getting soft in her 2nd century. What did Grandmother want, pray tell? Aristae Atreides. How I am sick of that name, as if a match was ever possible. For one, she dresses like an ugly boy. Desert khaki was never in. And 2, my grandmother knows well the direction in which my tastes lie. And it is not towards mousy Bene Gesserits or anyone else that smells like books. I don't think you could get into any school that I attended. Your bone structure betrays you. Oh, I have no doubt you hail from some sort of bucolic backwoods nobility, but you walk among titans now, hayseed. Restrain yourself. You're a noble of sorts. Enjoy the ride. But know your place, and don't embarrass yourself. What a delightful topic of conversation. Perhaps you are worthy of dallying in my presence, at least for a little longer. I am Cyprian Io, Imperial Planetologist, as appointed by our Padishah Emperor. I have, after years of hardship, risen to my rightful station. Hard indeed. My elder brother, the Duke of our family, was favored. He spent all of his time at the capital, while I was kept at our estate. Kept from the sphere of politics, held apart from my true calling. Instead, I was sent the finest tutors and scholars to teach me. Were you not paying attention? I just explained the hardship. Oh, that's a story. He was my kidnapper. He and his gang of Opichan thugs stalked and took me from my room at the academy. I was but a tadpole at 8 years old. I simply identified Portafoy as the dominant of his species and negotiated with him to betray the rest of his motley crew and take me home. He's been with me ever since. My credentials? My birthright is the only credential I need, Paul. I am grand-nephew to the Padishah Emperor Shaddam Corino IV. I could have Portafoy kill you right here in the open, and nothing would be done about it. Well, that's not completely true. Someone would have to clean you up. No, I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth. Did Fenric put you up to this? Damn it, he knows I claim no authority here.
L'impôt, il m'a enlevé.
Very well, what do you want? What a delightful topic of conversation. Perhaps you are worthy of dallying in my presence, at least for a little longer. I am Cyprian Io, Imperial Planetologist, as appointed by our Padishah Emperor. Hard indeed. Kept from the sphere of... Were you not paying attention? I just explained the hardship. My credentials? I am grand-nephew. I could have Portafoy... Well, that's not... No. Did Fenric put you up to this? Damn it, he knows I claim no authority here. Very well, what do you want? What a delightful topic of conversation. Very well, what do you want? Oh, nothing dramatic. He might have broken an arm or a collarbone. Perhaps a few errant teeth might have been deposited in the gutter. Just a bit of light sport, you know. What a delightful... usually I wake up, have some tea, and stand by as Portafoy ejects whatever riffraff I dragged into bed from the night before. Bless you for that, Portafoy. Of course, that's what you meant. But neither my sexual proclivities nor my professional requirement... Why are you harassing me? Portafoy, prepare for action.
Un peu con là. Donc alors... Voilà, est-ce que vous voyez un mec là, à 3 mètres. Moi je vois pas de mec là, il y a un gros beans. Il est où ce con? Où ce soir, c'est pas fini? 9 mai. Il n'y a personne ici. Alors attends. Merde. Franchement. Les éocènes à l'étage du... Il est où ce con là?
If it isn't my would-be assassin with a heart of gold, or perhaps silver, or...
Possible, il est où ce... con, mais on peut pas le voir. Hein. Vous voyez quelque chose, mais moi je vois rien. 2 mètres. C'est complètement bidon. Est-ce que je revienne, je sais pas, mais... Voilà. Pareil, un chef consultant, ouais. Cool, c'est bien. Bien. Austenlet, à l'étage de Taureau. Taureau, ça le dit.
Hello! Welcome to the Matador Room, where the spirit of Caladan steps into the ring, poised, unshaken, and noble to the end. Here we pay tribute to Duke Polus Atreides, the Matador of Honor, the blade wrapped in velvet. His was a dance not of death, but of discipline, of a soul meeting fate without fear. Ah, alas. But as the sea shapes the shore, so too does courage shape legacy. Enter as guest. If you need anything, do not hesitate. Master Chim and I are here to... Believe me, I would love to usher you in and cause a scandal. But unless your house's sigil is on the registry, you will have to enjoy this floor with the rest of us wretches. Follow all the leads you want, friend, but not past that curtain. Besides, the room is on lockdown. I'm just the gatekeeper here. A minor medical incident with a patron. We are grateful for your patience. Of course, discretion and propriety forbid me from disclosing the activities of our patrons. You understand? Hey, Thors sent you. Yes, we know Master Letha well. Alas, he is the subject of the unfortunate medical incident I spoke of. Yes, but that was before you identify yourself as the sub-prefect's agent. I regret to inform you that the engineer has suffered the most conclusive of a health. Let's just say he won't be ordering more drinks anytime soon. Very well. But may I ask what is it you are looking for? What a conspiracy! The man was cooked on Vanta draft, and he liked to play revolutionary between relapse. Mind hyper black reason, cut with a soot sweat from a doomed man in the pits. Vanta, they call it. Did the chief tell you how the Vanta draft was first created? It started on the penal hives on Pol Kavir, some hellhole where they mined hyper-black resin under pressure so dense your piece come out carbonated. The overseers used to take the chem runoff, the stuff that peel chrome off dropships, and cut it with fermented sweat from the miners' exosuits. Ugh. They call it Vanta, after what it did to your vision. First sip steals the light. The second steals your past. They used to lace it with trace amounts of expired melange to keep the convicts docile and dreaming. The problem is, addicts start liking the dreams.
one idiot smuggled a bottle off-world. Ended up in a noble's glass on Gidi Prime. And boom! Now it's a fashion statement. Ah, very well. I grant you access to the lounge. But I make it quick. Please, wave your little wand around.
Bien sûr, j'ai pas de truc. J'ai encore scan de... Tiens, Micmac. Pas de scan en plus. Il y a que leur scan là.
If you're hearing this, well, I didn't get away. I'm Austin Lathe, engineer. The guy they call when they want things done, not questions asked. There was this one chance I could have said no, but I didn't. I crunched the numbers, fine-tuned them. That was all it took to bring down the ceiling on 1,000,000 lives. I didn't press the button, but I knew it was coming. I just didn't want to disappoint the guy who asked. They gave me a new title, a nicer coat, called me Na Familia. But after that, they wouldn't look me in the eye. And the thing I hear over and over, it's not the blast, it's my silence. When I found this pamphlet stuck behind a sink, you dig, you sweat, you die, and your work builds opera houses on worlds you'll never see. There was a sandfly stamped on the back, razor wings, sickle-shaped stinger. What bleeds in silence must one day sing. Didn't get it then, but those words stuck.
L'épée livre relie le cuir, imprimé les soins et les sur la terre. 7, il s'agit d'une volume d'une série, chiffre 7. La révolte des cases, cause contre. Archer la légende. Là, l'avant-propos, putain, mais c'est quoi tout ça? J'ai pas tout le truc, hein. On va avoir une sensibilité, passement d'ego, apparemment. Le volume 7 de cette série consacré à la révolte des cases. On épargne la violence des représailles impériales. Pression, pas d'autre. C'est important que les... Ah, c'est pas. Chaque homme de marchand des cases. On donne du tout. Après, il y a une discrète. C'est membres à son. Attention. Taper l'autorité royale jusqu'à ce que je passe. Et qu'une de leurs cargaisons se mette en retour verte. En gros, c'était farcement et la peur de la rébellion des redéfinis des alliances politiques et des intrigues de la cour. Sur le plan culturel, la révolte laisse un bosque cicatrice. Un déf. Et ça et là. Selon le trait pour te demander. crème couture, sonne de sonne. Dans ce cri, dans silence. Ouais. Scanner la pièce pour tenter de découvrir des indices. Il n'y a pas de scanner. Putain, c'est un meuble brut. Faudra que je revienne. Le corps émincé d'Austenlet est un peu bon. Pourquoi il sac? Montre où sa sueur a séché il y a plusieurs heures. Des écumes séchées. Pas de scanner. Et je retourne voir un scanner quand même. Un scanner, je pète un câble. Hein. On a acheté un scanner ici. Alors, il faut que j'aille chercher un scanner, putain de... Scanner, je me trouve un vendeur déjà. Un vendeur ici. Vendeur marchandise. Vendeur de base.
Welcome. How may I assist you? Of course. Wait a moment. Are you with the Committee on Interstellar Traffic and Trade? Or did Lady Niveldine put you up to this? It's the Committee on Interstellar Traffic, which you would know which you are not. So buy something a pound sand.
Alors, c'est pas tout ça. On va prendre tout ça, tiens. Acheter ça.
Welcome back.
Pas de trucs. Que dalle.
Hello again.
Salut. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on prend
Sook! My friend, you buy some water. Are you kidding me? Am I wearing a red hat? Do I look like it means water in the old words? Now buy something or piss off. Who am I? Who are you? Do you work for the sheriff or something? Why are you? If you must know, I am a water seller. Daimo Sharawi, master and gold dipper. First, a title, an honorific. It means I am a brother in good standing with the... Now are you going to buy something? Or are you wasting...
peut-être tasse d'eau là. Moi je trouverais pas de vendeur de partir là-bas pour rien quoi. Franchement ça me passe pas.
How's it? You're back for more, eh?
Alors. Désir réputation. Désir réputation d'adepte nombreuse durant un noble. 3 aiguilles semi-automatiques. Et à partir de 271. Supernova, d'accord, waouh. Dispersion. Aiguille semi-automatique.
How's it? You're back for more, eh? You looking to kill something up close or from afar? You're looking for a long gun then. Of course it depends on the distance you want to... If you're dealing with a basic room clearing situation with multiple targets, it's a high spread scatter gun that'll turn... With the 44, you're guaranteed. But if we're talking run and gunning in the Badlands, you're going to want to maximise range and firepower. For that, Chome has us covered once again with the Raptor 4 main battle rifle. Everyone knows the Raptor 3 as the long gun that put down the Akazi revolt, but Chome engineers have redesigned the... And now, the Raptor 4 is the... But don't take my word for it. Oh wait, you can't, because they're all dead. But if they weren't, they tell you the Raptor 4 was battle tested. So, if it's good enough for the Sardaukar, it's sure as hell good enough for you. The Padishah Emperor is his proper address, I'll thank you. Or His Imperial Excellency, in the improbable event he was to grace you with his. But in answer to your question, the portrait of the Emperor is both an icon. It reminds us that while the Emperor cannot be in all places beneath his gaze is. Only if you have something to hide, eh? You got a problem with our Padishah Emperor? Maybe I have a problem with you then. Maybe I remember your name and face. Maybe I add it to my list, me honoured guest list. Though, well, no one says you have to stay. In fact, you are welcome to run it. We'll even give you a head start. How's it? You're back for more, eh?
Quoi ça, la fusée répétition d'adepte? C'est pas celui qu'elle m'a dit tout à l'heure? J'ai foutu 87 000 là-dedans. On va se faire foutre. Hein. Donc on a dit, moi il n'y a pas de truc ici. On va se faire chier, retourner pas. Oh là là, ça me broute la tête quand même. Hein. Après la vidéo, de toute façon, il n'y a pas le choix. On va retourner là-bas, prendre un air. Et revenir du coup. Pas le choix. De toute façon. Un peu chier quand même. Ça passe quoi. Allez, c'est parti. Ok, donc ça on va s'arrêter ici. Je reprendrai là. On va scanner la pièce. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il y a ici? Passe de pas, plusieurs personnes semblent être entrées, sorties de cette salle. Le géant. Il y a une carafe en plastiroc, douce, dégage une légère odeur de vin épicé. Et visible. Qui indique une écrit sur les vin rouge de Cassirac. Il se regarde sur une cépage canadien Harko. Une note subtile provenant de minerais et de vent de la planète d'origine attrayée. Le repas pris en solitaire par un homme qui préfère éviter la foule et pas vraiment rien de spécial, nourriture est froide. Parce qu'on beaucoup dans l'assiette, preuve que la mort n'attend pas. Un Harrakeen. Je l'ai dit tout à l'heure. Examiner la pièce ici. Parler à tout le monde qui était dehors. Oh, c'est un peu long quand même là. Alors on va mourir 3 fois je pense. Ah.
I swear to the stars, if you're here to ply me with a drink, I'm going to shove shards of glass in your eyes. Let me be plain. This is the worst possible time. I do not wish to speak. Kindly go away, please. You've seen... Very well. Let's get this over with. My name is Hester Klimt. Ask your questions. I was his assistant. We worked together at the Imperial Planetologist's office. That's the extent of our relationship. Adequate. He was adequate. At any rate, he's dead now, leaving me sorting out a mountain of chaos. Damn him. Sorry. He was my boss. I didn't know him outside of the workplace. I can't know. And what does it matter? There's no foul play. Unless you have some compelling evidence or medical training, I have to deal with the fallout now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to prepare. I have to clean out his office. I have to prepare for his replacement. There's too much.
You dare bother me again? How dare you ask me? The audacity! On my world, you would avert your gaze. Has no one trained you to behave? Begone from sight! You dare bother me again? All you paws look the same. Do you expect me to I don't even know why they bother to give your kind names. You don't name a broom or a shovel, do you? Now...
Are you from the planetologist office? I'm getting rather annoyed. Wait, I can't hear you at all. I'll only think there. My grandson Cyprian is the Imperial planetologist here. Of course I am. The boy made planetologist at 25. Cyprian's great-uncle Shaddam thinks very highly of his young nephew. Who else, you silly fool? Are you from the planetologist office? Wait, I can't only...
Oh, you're back. Oh, please hold. Allow me to adjust the ocular acuity of my eye implants. My husband is always complaining. Eilith, turn your eyes up. I like to keep them turned down in public. Too much visual hurly-burly gives me vapors. There. Yes. Are you the server? I'm sorry, but why are we speaking if you are not the server? It is improper to speak to an unaccompanied elder lady of substance without a proper introduction first. It just isn't done. Propriety must be maintained, or there is chaos. Morwina here would have you flogged. Of course, that's not necessary, is it? Why, yes. I'm glad we understand each other. I wasn't sure you would appreciate the subtext. Understand, dear, we of the nobility are not your enemy. But that advantage allows us to care for you of the lower orders in ways you cannot hope to comprehend. Do you understand? Think of the underclasses as if they were a dog. You warn a dog against drinking foul water, but if it is thirsty, it will drink, and it will die. We of the nobility have the understanding, resources, and divinely thereby protecting the dogs now. Do you understand? Rude as well as impertinent.
Ah, it is you again. I give you leave to speak. Ah, it is you again. I give you leave to speak.
If it isn't my would-be assassin with a heart of gold, or perhaps silver or bronze, I can always count on you to liven up a mundane evening. Austin's dead, but I only saw him recently. So full of life. Wait, is this a potential murder investigation? How charmingly macabre! Do you really think someone murdered poor Austin? Shh, don't spoil it. Yes, I simply must be involved. How might I facilitate your sleuthery? Now see here, I am only midway through today's debauch, and am of sound enough mind to answer the queries of both of you. There are two of you, yes? I jest. Oh, do lighten up. This isn't a funeral, it's a possible murder scene. I've already imbibed several libations in dear Estim's memory. Oh, yes, of course. Carry on. My occasional drinking companion has an education in engineering. If anything, he's even more of a man of leisure than I. He has an advisory position at the Imperial Planetologist's office, though I don't believe he's ever set foot in that office. He's here more often than even I. If you ask me, and you have, he curried the favor of someone powerful to receive such a cushy job. Well, his carnal pursuits are prodigious. He worked his way through nearly all of Harrakeen's eligible ladies. The man knows how to pitch woo prolifically. My occasional drinking companion. He has an advisory position. He's here more often than even I. If you ask me, and you have, he curried the favor of someone powerful to receive. Well, his carnal pursuits are prodigious. He worked his way through nearly all of Harrakeen's eligible ladies. It's been a most unusual pleasure. Should you discover any more juicy details, I'll be here, keeping vigil.
Found what you were looking for? Or just a new regret to pair, if you must? Saw him when he came in to measure his vantage raft, fussed with the paw like a chemist balancing a toxin. That was this morning. His assistant Hester and that puffed-up wine merchant Ambrose Lucifera used to intrude, but not lately. The last few weeks, he kept the door closed and the bottle closer. What was he reading? I don't always keep up. Very heavy and good for killing ants. I'm holding out for the Communinet adaptation. Histories of Imperial Descent Volume 6 was a real hoot. He was a good customer, generous with his bar tab, which was paid like clockwork at the end of every month. That was my impression. The salaries were always transmitted by wire from an account with an arsent transit code. A garrison town in the eastern Haga Basin. Pray you never see the place. It's where the Sadaka are encamped. If you must. Saw him when he came in to measure his vantage raft, fussed with the paw like a chemist balancing a toxin. It's been a while. He didn't want me in there, not anymore. Just the drink and the dark, and whatever was eating him from the inside. I respected his wishes, but maybe I shouldn't have. Alibi? I was behind this bar, pouring drinks and enduring the company of men far duller than murderers. Ask Ugo. Ask the Regs. Ask anyone who's sober enough to spell alibi. I eagerly anticipate your return. No.
You are back. How can I help? He did say something about hating the Harkonnens, but that doesn't make him special around here. Trouble and the Harkonnens go hand in hand here. You could throw a stick in any direction and hit someone with a grudge against the Baron. But a murder here? Right under Hawat's nose. That is not just bold. She is near impossible. You would need more than hate or ambition. It would take something special to earn that. He did say something about hating the Harkonnens. Trouble and the Harkonnens go hand in, but a murder here? Right, it would take something
Very well, what do you want? I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you harassing me? Portafoy, prepare for action. Very well, what do you want? I'm sure I don't know what you're talking. Why are you harassing?
You? Again? You're like a rat. I'm in over my head. I'm not in the proper state of mind, and I promise there will be collateral damage if I have to open my mouth. Who made that fanciful exaggeration? Ambrose Lucifera? The man's mind is a perverted carnival. I saw nothing to suggest anything of the sort. Now that sounds like a fanciful exaggeration. I at least saw nothing to suggest anything like that.
You dare bother me again? Don't my lady me.
Ah, it is you again.
The return of our intrepid I've already imbibed. Yes. It's been a most unusual pleasure. Should you discover any more
Found what you were looking for? Or just... Report. Then our lead is cold, along with the corpse. Still, death has a way of leaving fingerprints. Did he leave any behind? Self-inflicted incompetence happens more than you'd think. Froth suggests seizure, or poison, or both. His usual habits might have masked something more deliberate. I see. Then I suggest you speak with our resident Sook, Dr. Shafat. Perhaps she can clarify what your untrained eyes cannot. Dr. Shafat keeps a back alley surgery near the entrance. Curious how the Sooks so often favor squalor.
We meet again. I can't say I know the name, but I'm afraid my head has been buried in matters concerning my clinic of late. What's this to do with me? Sub-Prefect Tors is aware of me. I'm flattered, I think. The word victim is rather loaded. I assume you suspect foul play. Today has taken an interesting turn. I'll do the best I can without a body to directly examine. What can you tell me about the state of the cadaver? That could definitely support suspicions of poison. However, there are myriad other medical reasons that could cause such discoloration. A poison snooper would be the most expedient method.
Ben, elle a pas en trop parce que franchement.
I'm afraid I don't have any snoopers at all. My supplies are lacking in general at the moment. If I knew that, I'd have one already. But I'm not exactly familiar with the more illicit sources of goods in Harrakeen. Hello again. Are we here for medical advice? I can't say I know the name. Sub-Prefect Tors is aware of me. Today has taken an interesting turn. I'll do the best I can without a body to directly examine. That makes me suspect poison. However, without bodily samples to test, I cannot confirm. A poison snooper would be the most expedient method. I'm afraid I don't have any snoopers at all. If I knew that.
Kara a une goutte de poison pour l'abus d'investir chimique. Nice. Alors, on a dit.
Oh, hey there, friend. Looking for anything special?
Well, color me curious. You've got a specific purpose in your eyes. What are you looking for? Don't know the man directly, but his name comes up now and then among those of us who sell things on the sly. You're in luck. I just so happen to have a snooper. I could part with it for a proper pittance of Solari, or perhaps some alternative form of payment. Come back when you have enough, Solari.
Si tu veux.
You're in luck. I just so happen to have a snooper. I could part with it for a proper pittance of Solari, or perhaps some alternative form of payment. Come back when you have enough salvage metal.
Combien là?
You're in luck. I just so happen to... Then stop wasting my... You're in luck. I just so happen to have a snooper. I could part with it for a proper pittance of Solari, or perhaps some alternative form of payment.
Bonjour, je mon chou, juste un demande de paiement. Métal récupéré.
Come back when you have enough salvage metal.
Faut du métal récupéré. Comment? Pas de métal récupéré. Stop. Un Solari. Un Solari sur moi, j'ai plein de Solaris. Qu'est-ce qu'il raconte?
Welcome back.
Come back to hold up the line.
Found what you were looking for? Or just... need. Such a clingy word. What for? Oh, how quaint. Next, you'll want goggles to spot betray. Oh, pity. Pity. I was rather looking forward to fitting you with a full betrayal ensemble. Hat, gloves, moral clarity. Yes, yes, you may have the snooper. But only if you perform a small public service for me. Think of it as performance art. If your art is humiliation. I want you to go downstairs and find our dear Sergeant Justice Clegg. He'll be the one circling the lower bar like a lasgun set to annoy. Then ask him, Sergeant, is it true the Duke himself inspects all troopers' undergarments for signs of moral decay? Tell him Lord Chim heard his boxers were confiscated. Then by all means, try your luck in the street. I'm sure the black market is well stocked with older, less precise technology to satisfy any budget. Found what you were looking for? Need. Such a clingy word. Oh, marvelous. A secret mission. Should I fetch your cloak and dagger, or just... That's lovely. Say jurisdiction next. I might faint from... that's the problem with please. Now if I say no, I'm the villain, which I am. But I prefer to earn it. Yes, yes, you may have the snooper. but only if you perform a small public service for me. Too much trouble? Saints of Kytane, you want me to part with a custom-calibrated snooper, and yet you flinch at a witty... Then by all means, try your luck in the street. I'm sure the black market...
Quoi?
Found what you were looking for? Or just... need. Such a cling... Spoken like someone who's recently seen something unsafe. Yes, yes, you may have the snooper. But only if you perform a small public service for... Then by all means, try your luck in the street. I'm sure the black market is well stocked with older, less precise...
Oh, ils font exprès que leur merde là. Toutes sortes de trucs pour récupérer du métal récupéré, mais ils se foutent de moi. Des conneries, hein. Récupérer quelque part. Franchement là. De l'eau.
Hello again.
Lui c'était quoi déjà?
Welcome back.
Du métal récupéré. Je peux en trouver de cette merde hein. C'est chiant.
How's it? You're back for more, eh? Are you looking for a general combat blade or something small? Looking for a sword then? I know, and I've seen those Duraloop when I'm betting my life, and for my money, there is
Grosse aiguille. Est-ce qu'on peut récupérer avec les lames récupérées? Là, c'est en faisant quoi déjà? Truc hein. De me récupérer. Ouais, des trucs là.
Oh, hey there, friend. Looking for anything special? Oh, hey there, friend. Looking for... Well, color me curious. You've got you're in luck. I just so happen to have a snooper. I could part with it for a proper pittance of Solari, or come back. You're in luck. I just come back when you have enough salvage metal.
Et t'en faut combien?
Oh, hey there, friend. Oh, hey there, friend. Well, color me curious. You're in luck. I just so happen to come back when you have enough salvage metal.
Combien?
Oh, hey there, friend. Well, color me curious. Oh, hey there, friend. Looking for anything special? Oh, hey there, friend. Well, color me curious. You're in luck. I just so happen to have a... Mayhaps it would.
Oh.
You suspect correctly. I think we can make a deal.
Voilà. Bien. Ah merde. T'as pu trouver des trucs d'une goutte de poison là? Ok. Alors il est où? Il est où quoi? Goût de poison. Un goût de poison là. Interroger les témoins à l'étage du tout. Ah, sur le lit, alors. Carrément. Pas dans la bouffe. Le livre. Quand ils veulent.
You? Again? I'm in over my head. Murder? That's impossible. No, there's clearly been a mistake. The situation is insane enough without these wild theories. All right, you nerve-wracking hound. Let me think. Perhaps I do know something that would help. Ask your stranger than usual. He did become extra agitated. A redhead. He met with her in a closed room for hours. He came out, distressed, immediately ordering a thopter transport for the following day. I didn't recognize her. She looked, noble, perhaps. Congratulations on that brilliant deduction. I don't know if I should, He had a secret workshop in the eastern shield wall. I don't know why he chose such a remote location. I don't know what he worked on there. I never saw him work. I'll send you the coordinates of the workshop. I understand. Let's get this over with. An alibi for Austin's murder. I was out on business that Austin had been neglecting. I'm afraid the only proof I can show are piles of hastily prepared paperwork. Alistair and Ugo have access to any room in the Seleucid Ball, of course. I know I've seen Ambrose Lucifera in and out of there.
Was Alistair et Ugo?
Isn't that the thing about murder? We're often surprised by who is capable. I suppose Ugo and Alistair might have their own shady dealings. But I can't imagine them killing someone in their own establishment. And Ambrose seems too ridiculous. I don't know. Murder. I just can't believe... Well, the more I think about it, someone murdering Austin isn't so unbelievable. I don't know what... Austin wasn't a conventional boss. He rarely came into the office. A dysfunctional workplace, to say the least. No guidance, little teaching, nothing. With the absence of Cyprian Io, I've been taught nothing. I've had to figure it out as I go, running the day-to-day affairs in the chaos. In essence, I'm the acting planetologist of Arrakis. It's ludicrous. I'm in over my head. Damn Austin. Or rest in peace. Or both. I'm losing my mind. I've suspected as much. Austin must have done something for someone in power to earn his cozy position. He did something that haunted him. You should understand, Austin was a brilliant engineer, as near as I can tell. But something shattered him at some point. He's a shadow of who he was. It wasn't any one thing or any describable clue. Just a million tiny intangibles taken in while being around him. Something had him guilt-racked. Once I saw him sobbing over a set of city planning sketches. He didn't see me. He avoided his work and skill set. It made him feel guilty or afraid. I'm not sure how he made ends meet, but the job title remained and money kept coming in. Was that some sort of revolutionary manifesto? I don't know much about the book itself, other than Austin was reading it obsessively recently. Not specifically. Well, I don't know if it is any way connected, but Austin's political demeanor was becoming more, I suppose, militant. Towards the end, he also seemed to be hanging out about more and more shady and dangerous-looking people, though I have no idea who they were. Murder. I just can't believe... Well, the more I think about it, someone murdering Austin isn't so unbelievable. Austin wasn't a convict with the absence. In essence, I've long suspected someone owes him a major favor. That's just speculation. You should understand, Austin was a brilliant engineer, as near as I can tell. But something shattered him at some point. It wasn't any one thing or any describable once I saw... I'm not sure how he made ends meet.
Ah, the return of our intrepid Why, I should think you'd be the resident expert on poisons with your involvement in the farcical plot to assassinate me. That was you, wasn't just a jest at your expense. All water under the bridge, I assure you. Why, some of my closest friends have tried to murder me at one time or another. Now, what were we talking about? A proper murder mystery, and I'm a suspect. How wickedly romantic. Perhaps I felt a deadly envy toward my dear friend. Well, nothing comes to mind. He was a sad sack of wine, whereas I am rather fabulous. Come to think of it, we weren't very close friends. Pshaw, we can hammer out a motive later. I'm just glad to be in the rogues gallery of this caper. I can say this about poisoning Austin. It would be easy to do. The man had recently developed a bottomless appetite for spiced alcohol. Not everyone can handle vice with the charm and panache that I do. People like Austin turn alcoholic dependency into something depressing. Something terrible haunted that man. 1 part guilt and 2 parts fear of discovery, shaken well and garnished with intrigue. My, such a sharp and incisive mind. You're liable to cut yourself on it. I trust you'll keep that little deduction between us. Allow me to lend you an ear. Maybe 2. Ah, yes, his illimitable nervous tic. I can stomach murder and cadavers, but just thinking about that man's poor, tormented cuticles. Ugh. And I'll tell you another thing. He had deep-seated mother issues that bordered on fetishistic. We can smell our own. I can say that he was rather buried in that book, a recent reading obsession. He even had it open at the bar, barely registering the people around. I was mildly put off by all the finger-licking he did whilst turning the pages, but if moisture is needed on Arrakis, one must simply supply it themselves. Oh, yes, that was the most scandalous bit about it. A rather controversial text full of criticisms of the Empire. The title was... Histories of Imperial Descent, Volume 7, The Ikaz Revolt, Causes, Conduct, and Consequences Within the Imperium. Or something thereabouts. Come to think of it, he also recently read a banned Sandflies manifesto titled Wings in the Dark, Notes Toward a Future Without Chains. Yes, well, I simply must petition my house to change our motto to, For We Are High Functioning. I'm afraid I missed out on that bit of gossip. A pity. I did see him reading a Sandflies manifesto recently. Only that they have an improbably high propensity for slapping me, men and women. Though to be fair to them, I deserved it. Oh, do you mean Austin's tremulous little apprentice cowering at the window? In that case, no. I shall count the minutes until the next disaster. Do I get to play the part of a potential suspect? Fun! Yes, I've been at this establishment for most of the day. Sounds sad now that I'm saying it. Anyway, the proprietor can vouch for me. Well, only the usual assortment of patrons. Nothing noteworthy, I'm afraid. It's been a most unusual pleasure. Should you discover any more juicy details?
Very well. What do you want?
Found what you were looking for? Or just a new regret to pair with your drink? I believe you are mistaken. Master Lathe is under the influence of something quite spiritual. Vantadraft. Known side effects include coma, confession, and occasionally death. But let's be generous and assume the middle one. You're right. No games. Just a corpse in the Espada room and a list of insults I had hoped to use before Vantadraft finished what regret started. Murdered? No. Master Lathe was far too committed to slow, deliberate self-annihilation, not flashy enough for murder. Self-loathing's not a flaw in this town. It's a currency, and Master Lathe had it to spare. He spent it on bad liquor, bad romance, and bad books, in that general order. Vantadraft, poured black as regret. The real stuff, illegal with a trace of poison, mined in barrels, not bottled. Master Lathe said it was the only drink honest enough to finish what he started. Not officially, just a spice stabilizer that got banned in 3 systems. Makes the color pretty. Also kills your liver. Depending on who you ask, that's a feature. Trace amounts of hexene chloride, legally classified as lacquer thinner, adds that lovely licorice bite. Builds up in the blood until your nerves start skipping beats. But it's slow, subtle. Death by decimal. Master Lathe collected bad decisions like drink tickets. And love was just another excuse to disappear for a night. Or 3. Weird stuff, off-the-record titles. Things that don't circulate legally. Class struggle, worker dignity. That sort of quaint filth. The kind of book... Sorry. The desk to sign out library books is on the lower floor. Things you don't read for fun. Anti-imperial treatises. Sandfly manifestos. I don't know. I suppose he wanted to unbolt the class system with his wrench and conviction. Should have known tools like us don't get to fix things. We just hold the weight until it crushes us. You will have to ask his assistant, Hester Klimt. She catalogues tragedy like a tax collector. Go spoil her mood.
Ah, you are back. How can I help? But who would want to kill Master Lathe? He was already doing a good job over there himself. Between his taste for that toxic Harkonnen brew he loved so much, and the company he kept. House deserters and ex-Dune men mostly. Not the kind that file taxes or hold court on Kaiten. Keep it down, stranger. But yes, if you are asking if Master Lathe drifted that far, he did. Master Lathe was a creature of habit, wretched ones. Benders that lasted days, women and drink until he couldn't see straight. Oh, public! Shouting poetry in the gutter. One sock, no shoes. The sheriff, he dragged him in more than once. No charges, of course. No, he would vanish. Poof! Sometimes for days or weeks at a time. Always come back clear-eyed, skin back like a desert stone. That is when he would hole up in the private room, pour himself a Vanta, crack open one of those revolutionary tomes, and the cycle would begin anew.
You? Again? I...
Report. You rattled her then? Good. Did anything shake loose? Did she say where? If he was running, that's the direction we look. Very good. You're starting to think like a Cheops player. But every cleared square reveals a trap or a truth. Go see which one Lath left behind. The pyramid game. 9 levels. Like chess built for mentats. It doesn't matter if you have. The point is, you don't win Cheops by chasing pawns. Every piece changes value as you climb the board. Just like an investigation, you can't trust what's in front of you until you understand what's above it and what's beneath.
Donc voilà, enfin c'est fini. On va passer à autre chose. Alors, direction le bassin de Haga. Alors, ça y est. Donc on n'a rien fait de ça. Là. Acheter. Regardez ça, on sait jamais. Donc on a dit. Effectif ici. Là-bas aussi. Là c'est l'influence de la base des dictats des symbole. Donc c'est Osténienne qu'on fait à droite. Sur Osténienne. Sur l'Osténienne. Ah, bouge pas trop vite. Trop vite là. Ça, hein. passer. Hop, comme ça dans la teinte, déjà. Là, voilà. Plein de cadavres. Alors... Après. Machine, il n'y a rien dedans, ça.
Hey sis, guess who? Just wanted to let you know I'm still alive. Listen, I stumbled into this group, the Sandflies they call themselves. Used to be spice workers, but they stuck it to their bosses. They gave me food, shelter, water even, for free. I felt guilty about it. So eventually I told them about how I was a slave on the run. These guys embraced me and welcome home. Can you believe that? Look, I know you're probably mad I ran away and left you behind, but I honestly didn't think I would last a week on the run. But now that I found the Sandflies, I think you should risk it too. My new friends tell me you'd be welcome. Miss you, sis.
Les comptes de mur. L'ami. coffre. Alors, voyons voir ce qu'il est. Rendre. Ah, un coffre, waouh, ils sont trop géniaux.
After the pamphlet, I started asking questions like, who does this serve? And the answer kept coming back, it serves them, the nobility. And nobody burned brighter on that pyre than Phaedra Vi. Old money, old grudges. She wore ruin like perfume. We drank, talked, pretended we weren't just ghosts. One night, I told her my worst secret, the one I can't say here. She didn't flinch. I asked her what that made me. A man, she said. A man with blood on his hands like the rest of us. You just don't wear gloves. Then one morning she showed up with real gloves, silk, elbow length. I knew she was hiding something. I gave her my worst sin like it was a love letter. She smiled, kissed me, then she asked for a confession. Not for her, for the Harkonnens. Said she needed money to buy back her family's heirloom. I laughed and asked if she was serious. Deadly, she said, and took another sip of her drink like it was just another Thursday.
Moi j'ai gardé les trucs. Sous là. Ça en fait. peut se casser de là. Comment est-ce que je rentre là? La veille de ta carte. Il y a plein de choses à faire là, mais après. Poser tout ce qu'on a parce que on va le mettre ça où du coup? Là. Allez, donc c'est bon, on peut se casser de là. Action. Avec des takas. Ah, en fait, pas tout. C'est un peu long là. Longue vidéo, ça, je pense. On dirait que je fasse des coupures entre les collages. Je pense que c'est. Let's go alors.
Shields up! Target bound! We need help! Show them further! For the worm!
Plus vite, c'est cool. Les corps, j'en ai assez, ça sert à rien d'en prendre. Pour prendre à l'intérieur de la ville et la veille de Taka. Hey, go.
Shields up, reveal yourself.
Faire. c'est bon. Ok, c'est done, c'est fait. Donc on va se laisser ici, ça va être ici pour cette vidéo. Pour cette partie de vidéo. Et on se retrouve de suite dans 3-4 secondes. On se retrouve directement sur la carte du monde. Hein. On doit passer par l'âge d'Harko, je crois, et Harrakeen. Allez, let's go alors. Alors, l'âge d'Harko. C'est parti, vite. Après on tournera vers Harrakeen. On lèvera la gonzesse. Plutôt des bons.
Welcome back.
Alors.
That's a special drink. Fresh cedric juice is hard. Was there anything else with that? Very good then. Tell Doctor Kumari she can expect supplies through the usual channels from now on.
Fouiller là. Ça pour avoir une truc là. Médicament.
Welcome, stranger. If you come seeking treatment, I have all manner of locally sourced natural remedy. I don't know how many wastelanders you slaughtered to make this happen, but thank you. Ah, the paradox of civilization. To maintain it, we must act as savages. Here are the stims Kara requires, free of charge. Of course. What kind of doctor would I be without drugs? We are square now. Don't darken my doorway again.
Un remède adapté. Maintenant. On a fini les deux. Ah, bien avancé. Bouge, Harrakeen. Allez, go. Là et là. On va à droite. Hein. Dors là. Embarrasse.
You've been to the workshop. Did our engineer leave anything behind besides regrets? Well, you're still alive, so I assume the greeting committee took it poorly. What did you find? Of course she was. Phaedra always knew how to pull a thread, until the whole man came undone. You want answers? Go see Phaedra Vi. You'll find her apartment in the upper central plaza. Watch your step.
Redescendre, termine présenter. Consumable. Consumable terminé. Parler à elle en même temps. Aide pour Kara. Kara, pardon.
You're back. Did you find Kumari? Please say you did. Please. I promise to walk the honorable path. Let's see. Good work, Trooper. I knew I could count on you. Give them here. Normally I would ask you to leave, but honestly, I just need a fix. Look away if you're squeamish. Oh, there it is. Damn. Dr. Kumari knows how to mix chems. Good work, Trooper. You came through. That's right. Call it a field promotion. You did what it took to get the mission done. And that's what it is to be a trooper. I still owe you training, but I need some downtime first. Go get yourself drunk or late, or better yet, drunk and... You're back. Very good, Trooper. You've come a long way. Let it go, Trooper. That story doesn't show me in a very... What's it to you, stranger? You one of those Zen Buddhist monks come to wash the feet of the poor? 'Cause I don't let anyone touch my feet. Ask Gurney Halleck what happened last time. You must be new here. He's the Atreides War Master. Big guy. Fancies himself a balisette player. He's passable on the instrument, but his real talent is with a knife. Don't mess with Gurney Halleck. That's because I'm better with a knife. You ask a lot of questions, stranger. I'll tell you what Fenring's file says. Name, Kara Valk. Homeworld, some shithole no one's heard of. Father was a gifted woodworker, renowned in local systems until a rejected apprentice slaughtered him with a 12mm twist auger. Devastated, the young Valk hunted down her father's killer to return the auger to its rightful owner through the left eye socket. I thought stabbing him through the eye was a kindness, although the local magistrate didn't agree. Turned out the apprentice was the bastard of a minor Harrakeen noble.
Hey.
He gave me something better. He gave me the protection of his name, as I took the oath to serve it. My enlistment papers were adjusted to show I took the oath before my crime instead of after. A small lie, but one that would save my life. There was nothing left to do. With Father gone, my home was with my troop in the House Guard. So I did what every other fresh house recruit did. Kill the enemy, drink beer, and see the universe. I already told you I don't know you well enough. You're finally starting to look like a trooper. But don't let up. You need to constantly hone that edge. Use the look. And while you're out there counting outlaw scalps, swing by Doctor Kumari. And get me more of those good stims. The details are in the contract, Boot.
think it's a tribute. A grand revival. I'm hosting it after all. Who better? The same fools who couldn't spell Januzzian if I bled it onto parchment, dressing up the corpse of old gods in borrowed silks like that makes it breathe again. But that night, it wasn't a party. It was the last time the world bent around me. I ruled it for a single night, and nothing that came after ever mattered. Now they wear the masks. They mouth the toasts. They pretend they remember. It's not nostalgia. It's taxidermy. Still, if the ghosts are coming, I'll be waiting at the door.
Did you see Phaedra? I assume you found a trail to where she's hiding. Interesting. Then I hope your Thopter's gassed and waiting, because you're headed into the deep desert.
Donc sur ces les gens, on va s'arrêter là pour cette vidéo. Moi je vous dis à bientôt, hein. N'hésitez pas à laisser un petit pouce, un petit commentaire, un petit comment pourquoi pas. Et on se dit à la prochaine pour la suite de cette aventure palpitante. Hein. Et ciao ciao les gens, merci encore pour tout et de ce vidéo. Et ciao.